The Quiet Intruder. The alarm buzzed at 5 a.m., and Claudia's hand slapped it instinctively. A few moments of stillness, then the blur of responsibilities began. She had emails to review, a marketing strategy pitch due at 10, and a conference call with the European branch at noon. As she tiptoed through the quiet hallway past her children's bedrooms, a pang of guilt struck her. She hadn't tucked them in the night before. Again, 3 months ago, Claudia had finally agreed to hire a nanny. The decision had seemed logical, rational even. As a senior executive in a booming tech firm, her workload only intensified. Her husband, Marcus, a school principal, kept more regular hours, but struggled to juggle home responsibilities with his own commitments. And so came Sophia. Sophia was everything Claudia hoped for on paper. A degree in child development, glowing references, fluency in Spanish and English, and a warm demeanor. Within a week, Claudia noticed the difference. The kids, Emma and Luke, were calmer, the house neater, the fridge stocked with fresh fruit and cut vegetables. Marcus seemed more relaxed too. At first, Claudia was relieved. Then she was grateful. Then she was uneasy. One Friday evening, Claudia arrived home earlier than expected. Laughter floated from the living room. Peeking in, she saw Sophia sitting on the floor with Emma and Luke, building a blanket fort. Marcus handed Sophia a mug of tea like he'd done it 100 times. The scene was intimate, domestic. Claudia cleared her throat, stepping in with a smile. "Hi, everyone." Emma barely looked up. Sophia made hot chocolate. "Want some, Mommy?" "Sure, sweetheart," Claudia said, hiding the tightness in her voice. "Where's mine, Marcus?" He chuckled. "Sorry, hon. Didn't know you'd be home this early." She told herself it was nothing. But over the next weeks, things grew worse. Luke asked Sophia to read his bedtime stories. Emma wanted Sophia to braid her hair for school. Marcus mentioned how great it was that Sophia packed lunches for him too. "So thoughtful," he'd said casually. Claudia began to feel like a guest in her own home. She started watching. Sophia never crossed any obvious boundaries. She clocked out at 6 p.m. sharp. She never used Claudia's things or overstepped in decisions, but she was always there, helpful, smiling, present, and that presence began to feel like an invasion. Claudia tried to reclaim her space. She made breakfast one morning. The kids complained it wasn't like Sophia's pancakes. She took a day off to spend with them. They asked why Sophia wasn't there. "You know," Claudia said to Marcus one evening, "maybe we should let Sophia go. Emma's starting school soon, and we could use the savings." Marcus frowned. "Why? She's the best thing to happen to this house in years. The kids love her. That's the problem." He looked at her, puzzled. "You think she's trying to replace you?" "I don't know. Maybe. Maybe she already has." That night, Claudia couldn't sleep. She got up and quietly checked the nanny cam they'd installed in the living room months ago for security. Nothing out of place. Sophia played with the kids, sang songs, cleaned up. But in one clip, Claudia noticed something subtle. Luke scraped his knee and ran to Sophia. She kissed it and held him. It should have been Claudia. The next morning, Claudia asked Sophia to come in early. They sat in the kitchen, awkward tension between them. "You've been wonderful, Sophia," Claudia began. "But I feel disconnected from my family. I need to step back in." Sophia looked surprised but composed. "Of course. I understand. I only wanted to help." "You did. A little too well," Claudia said with a small smile. Sophia nodded. "They're a lovely family. You're lucky. I know. And I don't want to lose them." Sophia left that day. The kids cried. Marcus argued. Claudia held firm. The following weeks were hard. Meals burnt. Tantrums flared. The house was a mess. But slowly, Claudia began to mend the bond. Story times returned. Hair braiding became their morning ritual. Emma drew a picture titled Me and Mommy. It wasn't perfect, but it was real, and Claudia was present.